Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're doing a video on the top 5 reasons why I love the 2005 to 2009 Mustangs. Now this applies to all of them. It's not just for the V6 or the GTs or the GT500s, all of them all together. So without further ado, let's get into it. But hit that subscribe button. We're 9 away from 1,000. So do it. Do it! Alrighty gents, without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, number one, we're gonna start with the interior. Now, actually before we get into it, this is all subjective, it's all my opinion. You guys can disagree if you'd like, but I think the interior on these cars are actually pretty awesome because they went with that retro styling. It works. Now, is it very kind of plasticky in semi-cheap materials? Yes. Now, granted, this is the premium model, so it has the leather seats and it has some other like leather in different areas, but it does look really, really nice. Now, I've seen people dog the Shaker 500 sound system. I think it's actually pretty good. It has nice bass because the subs are up front here, and I think there are some in the back, smaller subs. I know they have the Shaker 1000, which has like a big, like 12-inch, I believe, sub in the trunk. But all in all, this interior, it's held up pretty well. Now, I'm not gonna lie, they are notorious for the door cards. They fall apart because of the adhesive. Now, I will be doing a follow-up video to this one with 5 things that I hate, and truth be told, that's gonna be one of them. I do not like that the door cards fall apart because they kind of look like this, which sucks. Oh! But all in all, it's held up really, really nicely. Everything works functionality-wise, which is the biggest key for me, so cannot complain there. Now, moving on to number 2 is going to be the price of these cars. That's something that I don't see a lot of people talking about because, of course, nowadays the Coyote platform came out and that gets all the attention, and rightfully so. The Coyote platform is superior in just about every single way. But let's face it, not all of us are drag racers. We don't care about that. We just want to own these cars because we like how they look, we like how they sound, and they're within our budget. So pricing wise, I think these cars are phenomenal value, specifically the V6s and the 3 valves. The GT500s are definitely up there in price still for like a 07 to 09. Those are still pretty much floating around the 30-40 range depending on mileage. Little too rich for my blood, but these cars are super, super good. They're very reliable, both the 4.0 and the 4.6, the 3 valve. These engines are really, really bulletproof, so you can't go wrong. They do make for, honestly, pretty good dailies. Now, I drove this thing all last winter with the stock wheels and tires on it, and guys, it did a great job. I never got stuck, so they're very, very dependable. I do recommend these cars. And for like, in today's market, which obviously is super inflated and crazy, you could probably get into one of these 05 to 09, the V6s, with, let's say, we'll say 100,000 miles. You could probably find one for like 5 to 7 grand, which there's not many vehicles out there you're gonna find that still offer similar performance and looks and aesthetics for that price range. The 3 valves, again, for one with 100,000 miles, you're probably gonna be a little bit higher. You're gonna be in the, I would say, 9 to 11 range, possibly a little bit less. There's always outliers, but that's a pretty general rule of thumb there. Now, talking about modifications, that brings me to point number 3. These cars, in my opinion, have the biggest aftermarket support I've ever seen on any platform. It's absolutely ridiculous. If you can imagine the part, guess what? It's out there and it's for sale. Or if it's not out there, make it, because you will sell a ton. I mean, whether it be wheels, wide body, suspension, hoods, bumpers, lights, I mean, it's all available. It's insane, guys. That's why I like these platforms so much, specifically the Mustangs, is because you can make it your own. Now, granted, a lot of people do what I like to call cookie cutter builds. Well, they'll see the parts that someone else did and they'll just try to copy it to a T, but you can really be unique. Now, granted, with being unique, some people do some really, in my opinion, ugly versions of these cars, but that's totally, that's my opinion. It doesn't matter. But yeah, there's endless modifications for these cars, guys. It's nuts. Speaking of kind of universal popular parts, this is another really underrated point, is that, guys, this car has the 5x114.3 bolt pattern, which is amazing. That means pretty much most companies or brands use that bolt pattern. So if you're looking for aftermarket wheels, you have an unlimited selection. Like, it's literally endless. That is a major, major plus, because wheels are one of those mods that change how the vehicle looks entirely, and being able to have such a wide selection. Or if you want custom wheels, that's a plus too. Pausing, that is C8. That guy used to have a Huracan, and that truck is absolutely nasty. Ooh, baby, I would get one of those in a heartbeat, but they're a bag. Gorgeous. Okay, back on track. So yeah, 5x114 wheels, big plus. They have so many, again, it's endless. And I think that's why I love this platform so much, is because, like I said earlier, you can make it how you dream it. It's all out there. It just takes time and research. And because all these parts are very common, you can find them used for such amazing deals. Like, for example, these 4-stars I have in this car, brand new retail without tires, they're going for, take a wild guess, over $2,000. These came with new tires in the rear and then like pretty decent tires in front. Guys, I got all of that together for 550 bucks. Where else are you gonna find deals like that? So getting this platform, you're gonna get amazing deals on used parts, and you're gonna be able to have just the widest variety of parts you can find. And then last but not least, we touch on how I really enjoy the interior. I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't love the exterior more. I think the exterior body styling on this platform is almost second to none. Now, I do have a very soft spot for the 13 and 14s. I think, in my opinion, that's probably my favorite body style of all time on these cars. They just look so damn good. But these still look amazing. To people that don't know about these Mustangs, I get it all the time. They're like, oh, do you have like a molded wide body? Because the flares on these cars, I'm gonna be putting up some pictures on the screen of mine. I mean, they're aggressive. The body lines look so good. Now, a lot of people see my hood and they're like, oh, wow, that must be a GT. You must have a blower. And it's like, no. I always like the cowl hoods because I think it works really good with the body lines, especially the GT 500 spoiler in the back. It just gives that really sleek but aggressive look. Now, granted, this styling is just my personal preference. If I could do it all over again, I'd do the 2-inch cowl hood or the 2.5-inch. The 4-inch is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not gonna lie, it definitely does mess with my visibility, which at times sucks. I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. I have curbed my wheels once because I could not see the curb over it, which this angle might be giving you guys a little bit of justice there. But imagine like the camera being even lower where my eyes are. Yeah, it definitely is obstructive, but hey, sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit to look good. So yeah, guys, those are the 5 things that I absolutely love about the 05 and 09s. Now, this can apply to other years, but really specifically the 05 to 09s. They're such great platforms. If you're in the market for one, highly recommend getting one. Go for a test drive if you have a friend that has one. Go for a ride. You will not regret it. And I don't know if they're quite necessarily great investments, but they are definitely not going to depreciate more than they have now. So get one while you can. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. Helps me out a ton. Again, we're closing in at 1,000. At the time of filming, we're 9 away, guys. So close. It'd mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button. But nonetheless, I will catch you guys in Wednesday's upload. Peace out. Have a great day, guys.